TJ77 here with another video. This one will show you how to install mods both using JSGME and without JSGME. Go to my webpage and Facebook group page TJ77 Mods and click the Files tab. Under the document number 2, Mod Websites, Getting Started, you'll open that up and scroll to the bottom. You'll find a list of websites where you can find mods. The first one is the forums in worldoftanks.com, and you can also go to the EU forum site. You'll have to create an account there and do a search for mods through that website. The next one in the list would be curse.com, which is a very good site to find mods that are sanctioned by wargaming. The bottom of the list is the Russian sites. I would suggest using Google Chrome, as this will automatically translate these sites from Russian into English. Now, for today's download, I've gone to curse.com and found a mod entitled Players Panel HP Ears. HP plus config. This mod, if I go back to show you, is made by Artisan, who makes a lot of pretty good mods. I've used some of his other work before and they are actually very nice. And this one, he shows a demo from YouTube, which I have pulled up here. You can see on the left and right side, so both your ally and your enemies, has a bar next to the tank name or the player's name. It shows their HP left out of their entire pool. So as you can see, for example, the E100 has full health. The next one down, IS4, has 2120 hit points left out of a pool of 2500. Another mod that he has that's installed within this video is tank information right here. This shows the stats of the tank you are currently targeting or have last targeted. It shows their reload time. If we go back, I have that other tab pulled up for it. And from curse.com, Artisan makes it. Supports World of Tanks 8.9. And here are the pictures. So here's 3 examples. We'll go with the E75, has a reload of 13.6 seconds, and that would be for what gun is on that tank that you're targeting in game. Shows the view range, 400 meters. The hull and turret armor, front, sides, and rear. Ammo types, armor piercing, composite rigid, and HE, and their damage and penetration values. This at the bottom shows your weight versus your enemy's weight, or the targeted tank. This is good information to have for if you might want to or don't want to ram them. So back to the Players Panel HP, which we'll be downloading today. When you find the mod that you want to download or try out, make sure that it supports the current game update 8.9. And you can also look through here, which tells you some more information. If you want your last enemy HP values beside your tank icons, you choose this file and install it in light blue. If you want it in the original game colors, allies are green, enemies are red, you choose this file and install it after download. And here he gives a little more information on how to change it. So we're going to go ahead and download it. Click download now. And here it starts in the Google Chrome. And what I do after every zip file for mods or even programs that I download is first show it in the folder. Now we can minimize our web browser. Grab your zip file that you just downloaded and put it anywhere on your desktop. close your downloads folder and open. I'll go ahead and use 7-zip again. Open archive, or open your zip file that you just downloaded. Now as you see, this one starts off with res mods. So for this mod, we'll have to create a description folder in JSGME. I'll start with installing this mod using JSGME. Now as you remember, JSGME works based out of a folder in your World of Tanks called mods. So you're going to right click your World of Tanks shortcut, open file location, open your mods folder, and because this download of the mod itself does not have a descriptive folder, you're going to come over here with mods highlighted, create a new folder, and entitle it for anything that you want. And I will call this one Panel HP Log. So, now you open that folder you've just created and make sure it has the rest of the tree correctly. We know we're in game patch 8.9, so we'll open res mods and immediately we see 8.9. So we go back to res mods, we're going to click this, drop it into that folder that we just made. Now, once we're done dragging and dropping that into our mods folder to be able to use with JSGME, we'll minimize our zip program. Now, should you have the wrong patch number folder, after you put it in your res mods, all you have to do is right click that and rename it. So for instance, the next patch after 0.8.9 is 0.8.10. And that's it. That's all you have to do to rename it. If you're trying to install a older mod, see if it'll work in your current patch of the game. Open JSGME. And here we have Players Panel HP Log. We'll go ahead and activate that. And you are done. You have now installed into what? That Panel HP Log. We'll go ahead and log into World of Tanks and see what happens. And now you can see that we are starting up another battle here. And as you can see from this top left here, excuse me, let me adjust my volume. As you can see in the top left here, it shows my total hit points, 230 out of 230. You can also see that here, but if there's more players on my team, you would see their hit points as well. Notice nothing is displayed for the enemy because they have not been sighted yet. So we're going to do some testing. I don't know if this mod will continue to show enemy hit points once we lose sight of them after our first sighting. So we'll go ahead and find that out. I'll go ahead and drive on over to the enemy side. So there we go, got him spotted in. And as you can see, it shows 160 out of 160. Now, we'll go ahead and do some damage. And that works, 152 out of 160 now. So here, we'll go ahead and get out of the sight. Lose track of them. Just to double check and make sure And there we go. We have lost track of them. So this mod will show you the hit points of anyone on the team on the enemy side who has ever been spotted, whether they're currently in sight or not. So that's how you download and install it for JSGME. Now, for downloading and installing without JSGME. Here, we'll go ahead and start this over. After downloading, go ahead and turn it off through JSGME. As you see, we have no activated mods. Go ahead and close that out. So after we've downloaded our mod files in zip format, open it in your zip program. You see that we start off with res mods. To install this without using JSGME, you will again open your WAT shortcut file location, go up to res mods. Here's where it gets pretty self-explanatory. They give you the tree exactly of where it's supposed to go. Res mods 8.9. So you will open your res mods folder, open your 8.9, highlight everything after 8.9. So anything that is inside the 8.9 for this mod, just drag and drop it straight into your 8.9 folder for World of Tanks. Close the folder, start your launcher. Every time you install or reinstall or update a mod, turn it on or off, with or without JSGME, you have to restart your game in order for it to take effect. So we'll go ahead and do that now. So here I am, logged back into the game. I logged out and back in. With the mod now enabled without JSGME and directly installed into the WAT folder directory where mods go. As you can see, the mod is still showing my hit points, but doesn't show anything here because the mod has been restarted with my restarting the game. So to show that this works in this fashion as well, we'll come over here and try to get a spot. There we go. As you see, it starts off where I left him the last time with 152 out of 160. Take some more off and we're down to 121 out of 160. As you can see, the information here, the OTM, and on the sidebar match. So I'd say this mod works pretty good. Be fairly useful for end of battle, trying to find people, knowing how much your enemy has left when you're trying to get that win. We'll go ahead and let him disappear just to double check to make sure that everything stays, and there you go. He's gone and we still have this information. So now I'll just go ahead and exit out of the tanks game. So we now have it installed, we know it works, everything looks fine, and we decide to keep it. Now that you've decided to keep it and you have it installed, you can exit out of your zip program, open your WAP mods folder from your desktop, and you're going to create a new folder for this new mod that you've decided to keep. Panel HP is what I'm going to call mine, and because I'll use it enough, I do believe I'll give it a little symbol to show that I use this often. Now all we have to do, open that folder, drag and drop our zip file that we downloaded, and then you also want to have that internet shortcut, so you're going to right click the background, new shortcut. Open the web page where you got it from. Now I don't like to save this page, I like the page with all the information. Right click on your address bar, copy. You can minimize that. Right click on the location for your new shortcut and paste. And there you go. There's your information. Just hit next. You can give this a title. I usually leave it blank. Finish. And there's your new internet shortcut. And we'll show you. As you see, it will open up that same page. So now, anytime you need to update this mod for, say, another patch, or the mod just stops working for some reason, you have somewhere to go to try and investigate this. And that's it. That is how you install mods, both with or without JSGME. Now you are done. Happy modding and happy tanking.